Fieldhouse. Yours truly, Scott Davis, being joined tonight on the technical side by Dave Jingo, Amanda Dukes, and Jen Eberly. And we're here tonight for an interesting matchup. Two teams with identical 12-4 records, and both using the name Bulldogs. It's the Stow-Munroe Falls Lady Bulldogs versus the Canton McKinley Lady Pups. Glad you could join us. And as we said, this should be a good one.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
And you're listening to the voice of the Fieldhouse, Mr. Alex Rafus.
We welcome you to the Canton Memorial Fieldhouse for tonight's contest featuring our guests from Stow-Munroe Falls High School and Canton McKinley High School. The officials assigned to this contest have been selected and assigned according to the procedures adopted by the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Tonight's officials are Kurt Davidson, Troy Denefield, and Tim Bushner. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, to honor America, please rise. Gentlemen, remove your caps and join in the singing of our national anthem.
Where there's a will, there's a way, our national anthem. So as we mentioned, Stow-Munroe Falls with a solid record of 12-4, but they are trying to snap a 3-game losing streak, but against good opposition, Archbishop Alter, Huber Heights Wayne, and Hudson. Number 0, a 5'8 junior, Elena Ray. She's a returning starter in her second season. Katie Dodds, number 3, is a 5'10 sophomore. Number 12, Rachel Fraley, a 5'8 junior. Number 24, 6 foot, the only senior in the starting lineup, Katie Croyle. her second season as a starter, and a young freshman rounding out the starting five, number 33, Kennedy Dodds.
Your Canton McKinley Bulldogs. Starting tonight for the Lady Pups at guard, a 5'5" freshman.
Number 0, freshman Maya Taylor, averaging just under 12 points per game with a season high of 28. Kailani Foster, a 5'6" junior guard, wearing number 1, averaging 9 points per game, a season high of 24. In the spotlight tonight, 4-year key contributor Paris Stokes, 5'6" senior, averaging a Stark County best 18 points per game, and Sydney Bowden, number 5, 6'1" senior forward, averaging 7 points per game, among the leaders in literally every statistical category. And Ariana Snell, number 20, 5'10" senior. So now I've got to look up and see who may not be part of the starting lineup. Jayla Sparks, 5'6" senior, wears number 10. And it's nice that she was introduced. She's like the 6th lady, so to speak, for the Lady Pups. And the opening tip. Tip 1 by Snell. And with the basketball, Paris Stokes. Maya Taylor. And again, one thing the Lady Pups have done during this 5-day homestand is great work on the offensive glass. Paris Stokes, who is now 12 points away from a milestone, 1,000 points in her career. Elena Ray wears number 00. Ball knocked away by Kailani Foster. Ball in the hands of Cadence Dodds. Pass a little too tall and long for number 12, Rachel Fraley. And it'll be Lady Pups basketball. Again, swinging the ball around the three-point arc. Another one of their strengths. Nice recovery by Stokes. And a little too tall for Kailani Foster. We played just over a minute. 2-0 Lady Pups. And again, the full court pressure. Another thing we've seen a lot of during this homestand for the Lady Pups. Dodds with the ball to Ray. Back to Dodds. Battle for the loose ball and recovered by Ray. Over to Kroll. Three-point shot, crawls in. Number 33, the freshman Kennedy Dodds. 3-2 Stow-Munroe Falls as we approach the 2-minute mark into this game tonight at the Canton Memorial Fieldhouse. Sydney Bowden will drive against a double team, cross the rim, no, and the rebound by Fraley for the Lady Bulldogs. And they too swing it around the perimeter. 3 ball is up and just a little shy by number 3, Dodds. Offensive rebound by our guests here this evening. Another deep three, and that one is good. Rachel Fraley. So a pair of three-point goals. And make it a two-point goal for Dodds. At least the way the scoreboard looks now. 5-2 is the score. Lady Bulldogs, the visitors on the scoreboard with the lead, and we played almost 3 minutes here. Royal with it, working with Dodds. And it looks like they'll call the foul on Ariana Snell.
McKinley foul, number 2, Paris Stokes, her first personal foul.
Oh, check that. Paris Stokes, number 2 versus number 20.
Number 24,
Katie Croyle, a returning starter, her second season as a starter, and as we mentioned, the lone senior in the lineup. 6-2. Visitors on top. And make it 7-2. So 3 in the scoring column for Stow-Munroe Falls. This is Stokes. And good defense by the freshman Kennedy Dodds. This has been a very competitive series over the years. The two head coaches, a lot of respect for each other. I had a chance to talk to them briefly, both of them, before the start of tonight's game, and they mentioned as long as they're coaching their respective teams, they'll be playing each other every year. That's the level of respect. It's good to see. Bob Pogis, the Lady Bulldogs coach, in his 24th season, 400-plus career victories. That's what you call dedication. And, of course, Brian Bowden for decades as a player, as an assistant coach, and as a head coach for his alma mater, Canton McKinley Senior High School.
Still substitution, entering the game, number 11, Mallory Fisher.
Mallory Fisher checks in, a key off the bench a year ago, playing that same role this year. 7-2 Stowe. 3 minutes, 35 seconds to go in the opening period. Good ball movement. And ball knocked out of the hands of the visitors by Paris Stokes. And now Paris Stokes for 3. Got it. Stow-Munroe Falls 7. Paris Stokes 5. And we're up on the 3-minute mark here of the first period. Lady Pups, chance to tie, and they'll try at the foul line. Kailani Foster will be at the line. Elena Ray with the personal foul, number 00. We mentioned averaging 9 per game, season high not too long ago of 24. And the Lady Pups within a point, tying the game at 7. Got the roll. So after being down early 7-2, Lady Pups on a 5-0 run. Foster with 2, Stokes with 5. And timeout on the floor, Lady Bulldogs timeout. Talk about a family affair for the Lady Bulldogs. There's a father and son as the 2 assistants to Coach Pogis. we're talking Jeff Camp Sr. in his 24th year and Jeff Camp Jr. in his 18th. We're talking about a tight-knit coaching staff. They're scoring Rachel Fraley Jr. with 3. And Katie Croyle, the returning starter, the only returning starter. I'm sorry, make that one of 2 returning starters for Stowe. She has 2 points. And then the freshman Kennedy Dodds, who got the start tonight, has the other 2. Stowe leading early and Canton on the comeback trail. Time check, just under 2.5 minutes. It'll be a foul against McKinley.
McKinley foul, number 20, Ariana Snell. Her first personal foul.
Ariana Snell, her first. Deep 3 in front of the McKinley bench. Can't draw iron, and a whistle. I believe by the time the Stowe player got to the basketball, she was at least 1 foot out of bounds. Now McKinley with a chance for their second opportunity to take the early lead. What a move. What a move. Paris Stokes, unbelievable. She makes it look so easy. We know better. 7 of the 9 points belongs to the 4-year starter. And she gets closer and closer to the 1,000-point plateau for her career. We'll call Maya Taylor on the foul. That'll be her first. So 3 of the 5 starters for Canton McKinley with 1 personal foul. No one on either team with more than 1. Katie Croyle returns to the lineup. Kalani Foster got a hand on it, but going back and forth now, and a rejection by the Lady Pups.
McKinley substitution, and in game number 35,
Natasia Davis, 5'7" senior, who marked her return off the injured list with 3 points on Saturday against Glen Oak. Down in the far corner from our broadcast location. 3 ball is up and good by Mallory Fisher. And now the visitors back on top. We're inside 45 seconds of this opening period. Stowe 10, Canton 9. And again, the Lady Pups, as they've done so well, working it around the perimeter, the 3-point arc. Davis with it. Far side to Bowden. And a nice move. Bowden with the assist. Ariana Snell, her first 2 points coming off her season high 16 points in Saturday afternoon's victory over the Glen Oak Golden Eagles. 11-10 McKinley. Ball stolen away by Foster. 3-point goal. Stokes, yes, at the buzzer. to 10. This first period dominated by the 4-year key contributor, Paris Stokes. She has a total of 10.
Your attention, ladies and gentlemen, for tonight's winning 50-50 ticket number.
2 for Foster, 2 for Snell. On the other side of the score sheet, 3 points each by Fisher and Fraley. 2 for Dodds and 2 for Croyle. I want to mention the name Nia Stevens, young McKinley player who scored 16 points in the JV game. Congratulations to her. Also want to recognize our team trainer, Joe Hoskins. The last couple of games, they've kept him busy. And when I mean they, I'm talking about both teams on any given afternoon or evening, and he is doing a tremendous job here. As we mentioned at the outset, one of the players, not quite sure who, we know she is a track and field and basketball player. It is made the trip, but she's got one of her legs elevated due to an injury. And there are some players on a Hurst, a 3-year starter, who we haven't seen yet, and that might be her. So we wish her the best. All taken away by Paris Stokes, and it'll be a foul on Stowe. Mallory Fisher. First personal foul, second team foul. Here come the Lady Pups. In case you're keeping count, Paris Stokes 4 points away from reaching that 1,000 point for a career. Bowden for 3. Rebound by Davis. Davis.
Stowe foul, number 24, Katie Croyle, her first personal foul.
Katie Croyle, her first personal foul. Again, we've got a number of players with 1, no one beyond that mark. Natasia Davis in the scorebook. It's good to have her back. It lengthens our bench to 7. It is also interesting with a couple seniors coming off the bench in Natasia and Jayla Sparks. 16-10, 6-point lead for the home team on the scoreboard. 7 minutes, 15 seconds early on here in period number 2. As we mentioned at the outset, 2 teams with 12 victories in their first 16 games on the season. Stowe jumping out to a 7-2 early lead. And since that time, 14-3, the advantage for the Lady Pups of Canton McKinley. Shot is up, little short. Rebound Stowe, out of bounds McKinley. And we're going to see off to the bench Cadence Dodds, who started, has yet to score, but she's back in now. And getting a breather, number 11, Mallory Fisher, in the role of 6th woman here this evening. Bowden with it. Cross court to Davis. McKinley showing patience. They have the ball in a 6-point lead as we approach the 6-minute mark before halftime. 3-point shot off the side of the iron by Taylor. And here come the Lady Bulldogs. They swing it around the perimeter of the 3-point arc.
Still substitution. Entering the game, number 0.
First time we've seen number 25, Sienna Lazar. She was a key off the bench a year ago, according to our scouting report. Whistle on the foul. Might be against Davis.
McKinley foul, number 35, Natasha Davis, her first personal foul.
Her first personal foul. Again, a lot of players with a foul, but no one has gone beyond that so far. And we played a little over 10 minutes of total time on the court. Double team down low. Back up top. 3 ball, no good. And whistle a foul on the Lady Pups. Sydney Bowden. Her first. Like 4 of the 5 on the floor with 1 personal foul for McKinley. Number 2, Syer Young, a sophomore. And she's in the scorebook for the first time. Two points for Young. The McKinley lead down to 4. Stokes trying to make it 7. At the back of the iron, front of the iron, and Stowe with it. Steal, layup, Paris Stokes. Timeout, Stow-Munroe Falls. We mentioned earlier the coaching staff with a combined 66 years of experience between the head coach and the 2 assistants. Brian Bowden's staff includes Theresa Clare, Ryan Gracia, Mike Mills, and Hollis Alexander, the latter 2 Bulldog boys basketball players and quite good at what they do and did. 18-12, you see in the upper left-hand corner, 4:49. Now you're inside the McKinley huddle. On the floor for McKinley, Taylor, Foster, Stokes. In fact, Taylor is getting a breather. It's Foster, Stokes, Bowden, Snell, and Davis, the 5 on the floor. And we're 30 seconds away from the midway point of this first half, or second period of play, I should say. And again, both teams showing patience. Ball is loose on the floor. Sydney Bowden comes away with it. 3-point goal is up and good. Maya Taylor back in the lineup, and she's in the scorebook. And the lead is 9, largest lead of the game at just past the midway point of the second period for the Lady Pups. Stowe turnover. Back in Kailani Foster, and getting a breather, Natasha Davis. She sits down with a pair of free throws. We're going to see Jayla Sparks, number 10. Checking in for Ariana Snell. Lady Pups with the ball, 9-point lead, trying to get into double figures for the first time. Stow basketball, 3:30 to go in the first half. Ooh. Collision there, no call by the official. No harm, no foul. Down low, left hand, no. Bowden with the rebound. Here comes Stokes. To Bowden. 3-point goal off the back of the iron by Foster. And the rebound comes to Ray. Inside 3 minutes. Shot is up in traffic and good. Nice play, number 3. Cadence Dodds, and she's in the scorebook for the first time. It's only the second basket of this period for the Bulldogs of Stow. It's called a jump ball, alternate possession. It will be Lady Pups basketball. So a short break for Ariana Snell. She's back in. Starting 5 back on the floor. Stow with the basketball. So we're closing in on the 2-minute mark before halftime. Again, woman-to-woman defense here. Ball loose. Bowden knocked it away and will be credited with a steal as well. Hesitation by Stokes, and there it is. There it is. There it is. 1,000 points. Yes. And there are fans in the stands with banners. How about that? They knew this was coming. Now they're going to get the basketball. And a picture at midcourt.
Congratulations. 1,000 career points for our very own.
Wow. Can you imagine? I don't think I could get 1,000 points in a lifetime, especially the way I played basketball. Oh, and a nice banner up on the video board. Congratulations, Paris Stokes. That's great. Smooth. It was smooth. Back to the action. Lady Pups double teamed. And Taylor couldn't get much on the shot as a result. Basket number 33, Kennedy Dodds. She has 4, the freshman. And the other way, Ariana Snell counters. She has 4 points in the game. 25-16 the score. We've got a minute to play in the first half. Five early, Lady Pups stretching the lead to 9 on several occasions. All in this second period of play. Foul on the Lady Pups. Number 5, Sydney Bowden, and she'll become the first player to pick up her second personal foul. And at the scores table, ready to check back in, Jayla Sparks.
McKinley substitution entering game number 10.
And Sydney will get a breather for the remaining 35.1 seconds. Dodds looking for her 5th point. Across the rim, no. Rebound by Snell. In traffic.
Bulldog basket number 0, Maya Taylor.
Maya Taylor, 5 points, all in this second period. And the lead is 11. First double-digit lead by the Lady Pups with under 15 seconds to go. 3-point goal. Side of the iron, no. And it will be Stow basketball with 6.6 seconds to play. Five, four, three, two, one. Never got a shot off. Good defense by the Lady Pups. So McKinley with 14 points in the first period and 13 in the second. Stow with 10 in the first period and held to 6 in the second. And that 27-6 advantage, the difference in this game, 27-16. We'll go over the individual scoring for you before we step aside. Katie Croyle, the senior in the starting lineup, 2 free throws for 2 points. Mallory Fisher, junior, a 3-ball, as did Rachel Fraley, another junior. 2 points for Cadence Dodds, sophomore, tallest player on the floor at 5'10". Sierre Young off the bench for 2, a sophomore, and freshman number 33, Kennedy Dodds, gets a start tonight, and she has 4 points in the game. For the Lady Pups, we start with Kailani Foster with a pair of free throws, same off the bench for Natasia Davis. 2 points in the first period, 2 more, total of 4 at halftime for Ariana Snell. Sydney Bowden has been scoreless, but once again doing a lot of other things such as rebounds and assists. Maya Taylor with 5, second leading scorer, all 5 in the second period. And Paris Stokes, the player of the night, reaching the 1,000-point plateau. She had 10 in the first period and 4 in the second. She has 14 in the game and exactly 1,000 points in her outstanding 4-year career here at Canton McKinley. Once again, we're at halftime here at the Fieldhouse. The score, McKinley 27, Stow-Munroe Falls 16. We'll be back with second half action in a few minutes. Stay tuned.
If you're seeking an energetic, creative, and vibrant presenter, Lucas Tyndale is your choice. I'm already looking forward to booking him again.
Lucas's engaging and enthusiastic style created positive energy and engagement with our leaders. He is very personable and connects well with his audience.
You need to set your GPS so that your life is the life you plan for it to be. I don't care how young you are, how old you are. Your life should not just be a series of unfortunate events and things just happen.
You never get in your car and just say, I'm just gonna see where I end up, right? Is that ever a setting in your GPS? Just take me wherever you want me to go.
I cannot recommend Lucas enough. I have pretty high standards, and he exceeded them effortlessly. Authentic, energetic, and thought-provoking.
Old MacDonald had a farm. E-I-E-I-O. E-I-E-I-O. I want you guys to remember E-I-E-I-O forever. E-I stands for emotional intelligence. When you know who you are, it's easy to do what you do. This is who I am.
Lucas does wonderful work. Absolutely rivets the group with his enthusiasm. I definitely walked away a better man than I arrived. Divergent.
Humorous.
Storyteller.
Knowledgeable. My favorite keynote speaker.
So on the count of three, you guys are going to say some simple words. You're going to just say, I love you. And you're going to picture yourself in the mirror. You're just saying this to yourself. It's really simple. You're going to simply say, I love you to you. On the count of three. 1, 2, 3. Let's do it again. 1, 2, 3. A little louder. 1, 2, 3. I love you guys too. Thank you guys so much. My name is Lucas Tyndale. It's been a pleasure being here with you guys today.
On the scoreboard, the home team on top 27-16, but the spotlight tonight is on Paris Stokes, and there you see it, her 1,000th point. And this is going to be the play. Nice job to Mr. Jingo. Nice job, Paris Stokes. They had this all arranged, a timeout and a nice ceremony to go along with it. Wonderful. Wonderful. And still some basketball to be played. The 11-point lead after Stow-Munroe Falls opened here with a 7-2 advantage early on. And it will be the Lady Bulldogs of Stow-Munroe Falls inbounding, starting 5 on the floor for the Lady Pups of Canton McKinley. Paris Stokes, a leading scorer individually with 14, and as we said, 1,000 on her illustrious career. And as we mentioned the other day against Glen Oak, according to what we read in the Canton Repository, Paris, a leading scorer in Stark County to this point. So, Stowe, known for their patience, and they're down at our end of the floor. As this year, our broadcast location is on the visitor side. There's a steal by Kailani Foster. This is the player of the hour, Paris Stokes. Beautiful feed inside to Sydney Bowden. Great assist for Paris Stokes. First 2 for Sydney Bowden. Biggest lead of the game for Canton McKinley at 13. Whistle and a foul on Sydney. That's her third, and she's the first player with 3 fouls. Of course, on the high school level, you get 5. At the foul line, Katie Kroll, the senior starter. And Ms. Bowden will take a seat, and Natasha Davis back in for her second tour of duty. I'll spit it out. 12-point lead for McKinley. Kroll with 4, and she's 4 out of 4 from the line. Shot is up, across the rim by Foster. Rebound inside and basket by Ariana Snell. She has been very consistent, 2 points in each quarter, total of 6. And as we mentioned earlier, coming off her season high of 16 on Saturday afternoon against the Golden Eagles of Glen Oak. (31-17), Lady Pups. Elena Ray, and that's her first basket of the game. A 2-year starter for Stow-Munroe Falls. Jump ball, alternate possession. It will be Lady Pups basketball with Paris Stokes. The inbounds pass, senior to freshman, Maya Taylor. She'll back it out. Lead is a dozen. Time check, 5 minutes, 30 seconds to go in the third period. Stowe in the zone. Ball intercepted and intercepted right back by Kailani Foster. All right, now we're getting into the rhythm. Pass inside from Stokes to Snell, but it goes out of bounds, and it will be Stowe basketball. Here you see the clock, 4 minutes, 47 seconds in the third period of play. Woman-to-woman defense. Nice job by guess who? Paris Stokes. Showing that how her game has expanded. Not just scoring, assists, and some hard-nosed defense. We're almost at the midway point. Boy, just a nice move by Croyle, and she has 6. I was writing that down, and all of a sudden I hear a thud, and it's Paris Stokes. I think she ended up falling on her elbow, trying to shake it off. Paris trying to get some feeling back in that right hand using the left. Kailani Foster. High post. Foster got the ball back. And back outside to Stokes. Now she's using both arms, alternating on the dribble. 3:35 to go in the third period of play. The McKinley lead is 10. Davis with it. Stokes. Davis inside, runner off the back of the iron. Nice rebound by Stokes across the hoop. And Stowe comes away with it. So now Stowe trying to bring that deficit back to single digits. Two minutes, 45 seconds to go in the third period. 31 McKinley, 21 for Stow-Munroe Falls. Passing on the 3. Shot is up by number 3. Dodds her first 3. She's got 5. And just like that, the lead is not only single digits, but down to 7. And we're at the 2-minute mark. 2 minutes to play in the third period. Bounce pass inside to Snell. Nice play on both sides. She's got 8. 4 in this period. Lead is 9, 33-24. 1 minute, 40 seconds to go in this third period of play. Turnover and 3 substitutions. Sayer Young, Kennedy Dodds, and Mallory Fisher. Junior, sophomore, and freshman checking in. Stokes with it. Snell. Stokes, a deep 3 right in front of the McKinley bench, just a tad shy. And it will be Stowe ball. 1:16 to go. Period 3. Well, these 3-point goals, and there have been 2 of them in this period. And Fisher has 2 in the game for a total of 6. And speaking of 6, the lead is down to 6, but not for long. 3-point goal. Paris Stokes, first points of the period, a game high 17 on the night she passed the 1,000 point plateau for her career. And Lady Pups with a chance to put it back into double digits. Wouldn't be surprised if they milk this clock and get the last shot. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Stokes, air ball, up and good. Rebound by number 1, Kailani Foster. Johnny on the spot. And as a result, McKinley 38, Stowe 27. And the magic, of course, is the getting that lead back into double digits. Ariana Snell with 4 in the period, 8 in the game. Sydney Bowden before sitting down after picking up her third foul. Her 2 points are in the third period. Paris Stokes, 3 in the period, 17 in the game. Kailani Foster with that 2 at the buzzer, doubling her scoring count of 4. And Maya Taylor with 5, all in the second period of play for Stow-Munroe Falls. 2 points. Elena Ray, her first bucket of the game. 2 for Katie Kroll, the senior starter. And she's got 6, 2 in the first, 2 in the second, and 2 in the third. Mallory Fisher coming off the bench. 3-point goal in the first period, another 3 in the third for 6. Rachel Fraley, 3-point goal first period of play. Cadence Dodge with 5, including a 3 in the third period. Kennedy Dodds, 2 baskets for 4. Syer Young, 2 foul shots for 2.
Test.
And we do have a temporary stoppage. And it's a technical matter. Something got unplugged.
Test.
Yep. Alex Ravis, our PA man, issue with the microphone. And it will be Stowe's basketball to begin the final 8 minutes of regulation. Starting 5 on the floor for the Lady Pups of Canton McKinley. Nice move. Katie Crow, and just like that, she's very consistent. 8 points in the game, 2 points in every quarter. Sydney needs some help. Oh, found it beautiful inside, but a lot of traffic there. Stokes comes up with it. 3-point goal, just a little short by Maya Taylor as it hit the side of the iron. And it will be Stowe basketball. In that third period, McKinley, I've got McKinley and Stowe each with 11 points. Nice save by Stowe. Basket by number 33, the freshman Kennedy Dodds, and she has a total of 6 in the game. And the McKinley lead is down to 7. Snell, no. Nice rebound by Foster. This is Paris Stokes. Got it inside to Snell, across the rim, no. And a whistle. Will be McKinley's basketball. Apparently, when the Stowe player got possession, at least part of her body was out of bounds. Snell, strong to the hoop. Into double digits, second player to do so with 10. She has really shown an uptick here in her scoring. This is a three-point goal, and it is good by Kennedy Dodds. Just a freshman, and she's got 9. And Stowe with a timeout. And the lead down to 6. 5 minutes, 34 seconds left to be played in this fourth period. Want to mention, while we have a moment, as soon as I find my notes, a week from tonight or next Monday night, it will be senior celebration recognition night. And as part of that, here we go, some changes in the schedule, which may not be part of the schedule that you have. At 6 p.m. will be the start of the ceremony. The varsity action scheduled to begin right around 6:30 p.m. And on that night, there will be no JV game. And being honored will be Paris Stokes, Sydney Bowden, Ariana Snell, Natasia Davis, Jayla Sparks, and of course their families who played quite a large role in the success of this quintet. Paris Stokes with the basketball. The lead for McKinley is 6. Time check, 5 minutes, 15 seconds in the fourth period. Stokes, baseline, found the open shot. Kailani Foster for 3. She has 5 in this period, 7 in the game. And that's Maya Taylor coming up with the loose basketball. A runner, cross the rim, no. Sydney Bowden with the offensive rebound. Foster, back to Stokes. They'll set it up. The lead back to 9. 5 minutes, 35 seconds to play. Nice offensive board. Snell a little too far underneath the basket. But now she comes up with a steal. Great hustle. Stokes for 3. Yes. 20 points. Game high. We're up to a 12-point McKinley lead at the midway point. 4 minutes left to be played in this fourth period. Almost a steal by Foster. Shot no good. Stokes with the rebound. Paris Stokes. Foster, little give and go. Foster didn't give up on the basketball. Still in the possession of the Lady Pups of Canton McKinley. Stokes to Taylor. To Bowden. Snell. Foul be called against Stowe. The number 11, Mallory Fisher. Second personal foul.
Entering the game now for Stowe, number 3, Cadence Dodds.
Checking back in, Cadence Dodds, number 3, 5'10" sophomore. She has 5 points. Paris Stokes for 3.
Number 2, Paris Stokes for 3.
9 in the second half, 3 threes. She has 5 threes in the game and a game high 23 points. On the night she went over the 1,000-point plateau. 3-point goal by Elena Ray. She has 5, all in the second half, and a whistle. Foul on Stowe. Looks like Dodds, number 3.
Dodds, her first personal foul, second team foul. At the line for the Bulldogs, number 2, Paris Stokes.
Apparently fouled on a 3-point attempt, so she'll get 3 foul shots. And she hits 2 out of 3. On the Fieldhouse scoreboard, 25 points. As do we have the same number. Ray, 5 in the fourth period of play, 7 on the night. The lead is a dozen. Ball loose at midcourt. Foster to Stokes. 27 points, 14 in the first half, 13 in the second half of play. Now you see why she's Stark County's leading scorer. 3-ball rattles around, comes out. Bowden with the rebound. Paris Stokes with it, gets it back. Deep 3, a little short. And we're down all of a sudden to 1:35 to play. Ooh.
McKinley substitution, entering the game, number 35, Natasha Davis. Checking into Stowe, number 11, Mallory Fisher.
Paris Stokes, listen to the applause, well deserved. 27 points on the night that she went over 1,000 points. In fact, right now, according to our numbers, she has 1,013 and counting. 53-39, we're at 1:15 to play. Davis back on the floor. Davis. 3-point goal around the rim and out. Davis offensive board and put back. Her first 2. Check that. Her first 2-point goal. She's got 4 in the books. 55-39. 40 seconds left to play. Whistle. Davis with a foul, her second.
Second team foul.
McKinley ball with just over 30 seconds to play.
Stowe substitution, entering the game, number 2, Cyan Young.
Elena Ray comes out. 7 points on the night. One of the 5 starters in this game. Davis. Final score here at the field house. Canton McKinley 55 and Stow 39. And our PA man extraordinaire, Alex Rafus. Another congratulations for Paris Stokes. As they say, a lot of respect between these two groups of Bulldogs from Canton McKinley and Stow-Munroe Falls High School. All right, we'll go over the scoring. First for our guests here this evening, whose record now goes to 12-5 overall. Alana Ray, starter, 7 points. Katie Croyle with 4, 6, 8 total. They were the two returning starters getting the start here in this game. Mallory Fisher coming off the bench for 6. Starter Rachel Fraley, 1 3-point goal. Number 3, a starter tonight, sophomore Cadence Dodds with 5. Kennedy Dodds, freshman, getting the start, making the most of it, finishing with 9. And young sophomore Sierre Young finishing with 2. For the Lady Pups, improving to 13-4 on the season. Maya Taylor finishing with 5, all of those points in the second period of play. Kailani Foster with 7, 5 of those in the third period of play. Sydney Bowden, a bucket for 2. She was in and out of the lineup a bit due to foul trouble, although never got by 3 personal fouls. Natasia Davis off the bench for 4. Ending up as one of 2 players on both sides combined in double figures. Another steady performance by Ariana Snell, the 5'10 senior forward. 2 in the first, 2 in the second, 2 in the fourth, 4 in the third for a total of 10. And our player of the game, player of the hour in the spotlight, Paris Stokes, passing the 1,000-point plateau. Here will be the shot. Finishing with 27 points. 10 in the first, 4 in the second, a 3-point goal in the third, and 5, 8, 9, 10 points. Another 10 point. This is interesting. 10 in the first and 10 points down the stretch for a game high total of 27. Well, we want to say thank you. We're down to 3 games remaining in terms of home action here at the field house. And again, I stress regular season. Our next game will be after an extended road trip, the Bulldog boys of Canton McKinley. And they will be hosting Perry this Friday night. Hope to have the live stream for you. And then next Monday night, our final broadcast, live stream, we should say, of the regular season. McKinley Lady Pups on senior recognition and celebration night. And that will be a 6 o'clock ceremony. Tip-off of the varsity at 6:30, and they're giving the JVs the night off for the last home game next Monday night here at the field house. And then a couple weeks, it'll be just about the middle of February. The boys team will be back, and they will be hosting Jackson in what will be our final regular season broadcast. But tonight, Canton McKinley Lady Pups continuing their outstanding season, defeating a good group from Stow-Munroe Falls. The final score, 55-39. Want to say thank you to Dave Jingo, Jen Eberly, and Amanda Dukes on the technical side. Thanks to Lucas Live Media tonight on YouTube. And I want to always mention my broadcast partners when they can be here. Kent McClellan, Stephanie Piper-Rowe Henderson, and Mr. Ralph Lee Jr. Special thanks to Athletic Director Mike Schott, AD Secretary Lisa Owens, Director of Sports, Athletic Partnerships, Facilities, and Phys Ed, Mr. Joe Bogdan. And of course, our voice of the field house, Mr. Alex Rafus, who is leaving the building, calling it a night. Special thanks to my longtime CCS TV broadcast partners, Bill Widener and Trent Comer. Want to mention the name of a young man getting a couple nights off, and well-deserved, Ian Burton. And as always, most of all, my thanks to you for joining us. In the words of the late, great Joe Tate, have a good night, everybody.